Our 25 Sports Prep Rally Team of the Week. Well, this table says it all. The dynasty known as Washington Wrestling. Back-to-back state titles, 6 state titles in the program. The Panthers have done it again. Every year, the Washington Panthers begin the year with pretty much one goal: to be a state champ. They got that chance last weekend as they again advanced to the Elite Eight in the Class 2A state tournament. Quarterfinal Friday night, they took on a very strong Wakanda team, but from the first match, this one was all Washington. Wyatt Lehman went out there and won the first match at 215 pounds, and the Panthers were off and winning at 285 pounds. What a weekend for Sean Thornton. He starts the weekend with a pin. He'd end the weekend in style as well. Sean Thornton getting Washington 6 big points there. At 138, it's the state champion Wyatt Medlin dominating his match as well. The Panthers advance to the Final Four. And in the semifinals, the Panthers would take on Chicago Brother Rice. The Panthers taking on a Chicago Catholic Power. This time they started at 285 pounds, and Sean Thornton started with a pin in the beginning, and Washington an early win at 285. Right here, the pin for Thornton. At 120 pounds, Noah Wood scored an 18-2 tech fall as he was dominant in his match, scoring a bundle of points for the Panthers. At 126, it's the great Gonzo, Eli Gonzalez, getting a pin as well. What a performance by Washington. What a turn right there by Gonzalez to squeeze, and this one is over. Then at 138 pounds, it's again the state champion Wyatt Medlin with another pin for Coach Nick Miller. Miller records his 150th career win. Washington wins big and heads to the state title match Saturday night. All year, Washington felt like they'd meet a Chicago Catholic Power, most likely Montini, in the state title match, and that's exactly the stakes Saturday nights. Everyone expected a classic match, and that's just what we got. Washington versus Montini. The Panthers actually fell behind 15-3 after 5 matches, but that's when they got things going. At 138, Wyatt Medlin the pin. Then state runner-up Peyton Cox, battling through injury all year, gets another big 6 points for the Panthers with a pin at $144. At 165, one of the pivotal matches of the night, Cale Miller, just like a year ago, got a huge win for his dad, Coach Nick Miller's team. He gets the pin right, or the win in overtime, a big, big turning point for the Panthers at 165. At 175 pounds, Zane Hewlett with a pin as well for the Panthers. It comes down to the final match. Washington trails when the heavyweights go out. Sean Thornton can win a state title for Washington with a win. Well, he does just that. Thornton down early, ties the match in the third, scores late to take the lead, and holds on for the win. The Panthers win it 30-28. You see the celebration. Thornton is mobbed by his teammates. The Washington Panthers, just like a year ago, it came down to the final match, and the Panthers prevail. Washington is your back-to-back state champ.
I felt the pressure. I often work better under pressure, but I knew it wasn't me. It was the whole team that did this, and I was just doing my part. Wyatt got a pin, Peyton got a pin, Zane put it away. I was just finishing what they started.
The thing I'm the most impressed with is these guys back here, the way they believed like they could do it. You know, we got knocked off early in the season by one of the 2A teams. We knew who we were, and we knew who we would be at the end of the year. I'm so proud of these guys. Unbelievable effort on their part.
We knew this was going to be tough just like last year, but we executed, and I'm so grateful for everything this program's done for me, and so grateful to be able to bring this back to Washington.
What an amazing Saturday night in Bloomington. The fun continued with a fire truck and police escort back into town. That Washington Square is just perfect for a state championship parade, and the Panthers have had a few over the years. The Panthers letting me on the bus for some of the celebration with that fancy trophy. They were then honored at a Sunday town celebration. At that celebration, we asked the 6-time state champs and back-to-back state champs what made this state title so memorable.
Most of us grew up around those state championship teams. We grew up watching those guys in high school whenever we were in middle school and elementary school, and we got to see like what they did and how they won, and it's something that we were wanting to emulate and wanting to try to do that again.
You know, this class, this senior class, my son being in there, getting to finish out with him with another state championship. You know, he was a part of that team last year, won a big match to help us last year win it, and getting to finish that with him and all these kids. I told Zane Hewlett last night, him and Cale were next to each other in the awards line, and I said, all right, I'm going to give my other son a hug. All these boys, they're my boys.
What a season, what a program, what a dynasty, Washington Wrestling.